Hello Bastian, thanks for taking the time to talk to us, and congratulations of course for making the Champions League final. We are currently in the playoffs, there's a lot of excitement about it, being the highlight of the season. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree. The playoffs are something special. It's not like a league game. You know that one single game is really important, particularly those at home, which is probably why I'm more excited than normal. But I always enjoy watching basketball.
You guys are already champions of the Bundesliga, but things are a little different in basketball as the top teams play each other to decide what is like important or not. So is it more exciting than football or less? So what do you think behind this principle?
It's interesting. There are a few situations, even in Germany, where playoffs are involved. But I quite like the idea. It's just not that easy to do, what with all the games involved in football, especially including a European Championship or a World Cup. I'm not sure there's room in the calendar like there is in basketball. I do think it's a good thing, though. You can get revenge back for a defeat. I mean, we lost in the final of the Champions League last year, and we certainly wouldn't have minded a second or a third game. I think it's probably the fairest way to show who the best team is. There are teams like Barcelona, for example, who will win 8 out of 10 games because they have the better players, the better team. It's fairer that way. I think the system in basketball is good because whoever ends up as a winner has deservedly won, and it's not just because of one fortunate victory.
I mean, 3 years ago you had like a training camp in Mallorca where you guys like got into a few of basketball sessions. So if you could pick a starting 5 of footballers, so who would that be?
Wow, from footballers to basketballs. Starting 5 that are currently in our squad, you mean? Well, I take the big players then. Daniel van Buiten. Well, Philip Lahm is pretty small, but he's very uncomfortable to play against because he can just run around you. Apart from that, Manuel Neuer is good, Mario Mandzukic as well. David ALBA is also good at basketball. I'd be the coach.
There's a charity game this summer where like Manuel Neuer, Dirk Nowitzki, they come together, basketball, football. Are you going to be involved?
I've been invited. It's hard. It wasn't hard for Manuel to get in touch with me, to be honest. But I'm not sure though, because it's in the holidays and there are a few players who prefer to get away. If it works out with the dates, then yeah, I'll come by. But at the moment, I don't think so.
You started playing football at a young age, and if you look like at whole Germany or even Europe, kids always start first to kick the ball instead of like dribbling it. So how do you think basketball can reach the same level as a football in Germany or even in Europe?
Das ist erstens, denke ich, ein bisschen längerer Prozess, weil Fußball noch ganz klar die Nummer 1 Sport.
I think it's a longer process because football is still clearly the #1 sport, not just in Germany or Europe, but the whole world. I think you've got to find your own way, and I think that things are going well for Bayern Basketball, especially with so many games being shown live on TV. Of course, it's got to keep improving, and I hope it does, so that in 5 to 10 years it reaches the same level.
Who inspired you in basketball? I mean, you have been here before, not only because of Bayern Baskets, you've been a fan of basketball for a while, so where does this come from?
As a kid, I had a basketball hoop at home, and basically when Bayern were playing in the second division, I watched them because a few of the players lived near me. Stefan Hamann and Ivana Jagla, who you maybe know. And then these things started looking up for the team, and it was just great fun watching on. I know the team pretty well and the guys involved. The first step started when the team were in the second division.
Thanks, Bastian, and enjoy your time and the rest of the playoffs.
You're welcome, Ivana. Bye.